Alright, we're going to do College Algebra 56 Final, Killing with All Addition, Part 2. So, let me do Part 2 here. So, find the zeros by using the quadratic formula. So that means that we need to put in, rewrite this, 4x squared minus 2x minus 1, A, B, and C. Put these numbers in the quadratic formula. So we put 2 there for all these numbers. So 2 squared means 2 times 2. 4 plus 16 is 20. But 20 is 2 times 2 times 5, or 20 is 4 times 5. So we replace this with 4 times 5. The square root of 4 is a 2. So negative 2 plus or minus 2 square root of 5 over that. So now factor the 2 out. 2 times that is that. 2 times that is that. And 2 times 4 is 8 on the bottom. So these cancel. So negative 1 plus or minus 1 square root of 5. Negative 1 plus or minus 5 square root of 5 over 4. And that's going to give you negative 1 plus square root of 5 over 4. Negative 1 minus square root of 5 over 4. Okay. Now, find the zeros of the function. Set that equal to 0. And I'm going to bring the 5 square root of x to the other side. Rewrite it. So now we can square both sides. And this is going to be x minus 6, and this is going to be square of the first part, square of the second part. Negative 5 times negative 5 is 25, and the square root of x is just squared as x. So now we have this. So we have x squared minus 6x minus 6x minus 12x plus 36. Now bring this over to the other side, rewrite it, in 25. So x squared minus 37x plus 36. Factors for this are these right here, but we're going to go ahead and use this one here. The 36 and the 1. So now, put those numbers in there. X minus 1, x minus 36. That turns out 36. Negative 36, negative 1, negative 37. X minus 1 is 0, or x minus 36 is 0. So we have plus 1, so x is 1. Right there. And minus 36, that's gone right there. So now we have x is 1, or x is 36. So let's check these numbers. Maybe. Yeah, we'd better check it. Because maybe, which one works? I don't know. Maybe this one, maybe that one. I don't know. Let's check. So, try x equals 1. So put it in the formula, the original. We're going to have 1 plus 5. 5 square root of 1 is 1. That's going to be 1 plus 5 minus 6. 6 minus 6, 0. That's good. Try 36. Put it in there. Where 36 is 6. 6 times that's 30. And that's 66 minus 6 is 60. No, that's not bad. So the only answer that did work was which one? The 1. Alright? Because we tried it, and we checked it, and we found out that what? That the two possible numbers were this one and this one. And we found out that the only one that worked was the 1. Okay? Alright. Now, go to the next part. Graph this. So, graph using a graphing calculator. So you're going to have to get a graphing calculator. And we're going to put all these numbers in there. Window. Put it in the machine. And you're going to get the graph that looks like this. The vertex is right there. 1 and 1. Vertex is right there. And also, you'll notice that the vertex is 1, 1. X-intercepts right there, right there. Y-intercepts right there. Domain, negative infinity to infinity. And the range goes from negative infinity to 1. Alright. Next question. Use the graphing calculator, of course. Windows. The graphing calculator looks like this. Put it in there. You're going to get a graph that looks like this. And you're going to have vertex is negative 1, negative 9. X-intercept right there. X-intercept right there. The Y-intercept is right here. 0, negative 8. Domain, negative infinity to infinity. And the range goes from negative 9 up this way. So the bottom is negative 9 to infinity. Using graphing calculator, of course. Graph using a graphing calculator. Windows, set it up. Put it in there. So now we have y1 equals this. So we're going to go vertex. It's negative 1/2 right there. X-intercepts, none. Y-intercept, right there, 0, negative 1. Domain, left and right, negative infinity, infinity. Range from the bottom, negative infinity to negative 2, and stops right there. All right. Determine without graphing to find the max or min. So we'll just use the vertex, ABC. Vertex formula gives you the max because since this is a negative, that means the graph opens down. That means there's a max on this thing. So now that we know that, put the number in. Negative b over 2a is going to be negative of 30. 2 times that, negative 30 over negative 6 is 5. So this is also 5. So f of 5 means put it back in the original problem. So negative 3 times 5 squared plus that. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times that, 75 negative. That's 150 minus 1. That one and that one, 75 minus 1. So 5, 74. So this right here is the max of the graph. At 5, you go how far? 74, max. Graph this function here. Put it in the windows, like this, in Windows. Put in your TI graphing, whatever you have. Put it in there. It's going to go graph. It's going to have a 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, and a 5, 0 is the x-intercepts. Okay. Again, this is the x, and this is the f of x part here. Okay. So now, that's it. Let's go to the next one. Solve the equation in a complex number system. Alright, so that means if x squared negative 1 is I, negative 4, 2i, so on. These are examples. So put the numbers in there. A, B, C. Put them in there. It's going to be negative is positive. Negative 10 is going to be 100. And these numbers right here are going to give you negative 244. So that's going to be a negative 144. Square root of the negative number is going to be I, 12i. 10 plus or minus 12i over 2. Good from this one here. So break it. 10 over 2, 12 over 2. 5 plus or minus 6i. So it gives you two answers. 5 plus 6i, 5 minus 6i. Or 5 plus 6i, 5 minus 6i. Find the complex zeros. Okay, I'm going to use synthetic division. The last over the first. The last is plus or minus 26 over that. All the factors are there. All the fractions possible. And I'm going to try the 2 first. I'm going to try 2. Because I'm just going to do that. Feels lucky. So if I put 2 in there. Put 2 here. Synthetic division. Put the 1, negative 8, negative 25, and negative 26. So 1 comes down here. That turns out is 2. That's going to be negative 6. That turns out it's going to be negative 12. And that's going to be 13. That turns out it's going to be 26. 26 minus 26 is 0 remainder. Yes, that's an answer. Now, we have 1x squared minus 6x plus 13. These are quadratic formula because you can't factor that one out. And we're going to have A, B, and C. Put them in there. So negative is positive. Negative 6 is this one here. 36. And that's 52. But 36 minus 52 is a negative 16. And we said that if you have a square root of negative numbers, you're going to get I. So this is going to be 4i. So 6 plus or minus 4i. Okay, divided by 2. Divided by 2, divided by 2. So 3 plus or minus 2i, or 3 plus 2i, 3 minus 2i. So we have the answer is 2. We have 3 plus 2i, and we have 3 minus 2i. That's the answer. Now, we know that those are the answers. X is this, X is this, X is this. So now, we can rewrite this. Bring the 2 over here, bring this over here, bring that over there, and then multiply x minus 2 times this, 0 times 0 times 0. So x minus 2 times x minus 3 minus 2i, x minus 3 plus 2i equals 0. So that's a function in factored form. Alright, find the vertical, horizontal, and oblique asymptotes of this rational function. So we have, this is the problem. Find the vertical asymptote, set the bottom equal to 0. This part here equals 0. So x plus 19 equals that. 19 minus 19. So there it is. These are gone. So we have x equals 19. Vertical asymptote. Find the horizontal asymptote. Look at the highest power on top, which is this one here, 14x to the 1, and x to the 1. So now, highest power on top, 14x to the 1, or x to the 1. Simplify this, cancel these out. So y equals 14. There's the horizontal. Vertical, horizontal. So now, since the highest power on top is and the bottom are the same power, 1 and 1, 1 here, 1 there, then there is no oblique asymptote. Okay? This one. Alright, f plus g of x. Nope, f of g of x, composite. Okay, so f of g of x means this. means put this inside, this one goes in there, or in other words, put this right there. 6 times that, 54x plus 8. So f circle g of x, or f composite of g of x, or f of g of x is 54x plus 8. Negative infinity to infinity is the domain. This one, find g circle f of x, or g composite f of x. G of f of x is g of 6x plus 8. Put this one in there. So we have 9 times that, 9 times that. So we have 54x plus 72. And the domain is going to be what? Negative infinity to infinity. Alright, this one. F of x, g of x, f of x, f composite f. F of f of x means 6x plus 8 goes inside itself. See it right there? 6x plus 8. So 6 times 6x, that's going to be 36x plus 48. 36x plus 56. Domain is negative infinity to infinity. This one. It's going to be g circle g. G composite g of x. So 9x goes inside of 9x. 9 times 9, 81x. Domain is negative infinity to infinity. Find the function, for the function f of x equals this, is 1 to 1. Find the inverse. So find the inverse of this. F of x, say y equals this. Inverse the variables. Change the x and the y. See the x and the y, switch them. Solve for the y now. So we're going to go minus 2, x minus 2 equals 6y, divide by 6, divide by 6. So x minus 2 over 6 is y, or rewrite it this way. Or this is the inverse. F inverse of x is x minus 2 over 6. There's the inverse right there. So now we're going to graph these guys. So put it in your machine, your calculator, and the domain is all real numbers for all of these. This is all real numbers, and the range is all real numbers too. You can see. So now, first one, 6x plus 2, there it is. There's the graph. Y equals x is just this line going through the middle. And then the other one, the inverse one, this one here, is parentheses x minus 2 divided by 6, which is that right there going across. Use your graphing calculator, yes, of course. So this one, solve this, rewrite this. Two prime numbers, 2 divides it, 2 divides it, divides it, so 16 is 222, or 16 is 2 to the 4. 32 divided by 2, 2, 2, 2 in there, so you're going to have 32 is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, or 2 to the 5. So replace these numbers back in here. This one is 2 to the 4, this one's 2 to the 5. 4 times that is 4x, that's 108. 5 times that, 5x. Now, the 2's are matching the base, so get rid of the base. So you have negative 4x plus 108 equals 5x. Minus 108 minus 108. So that's going to be negative 4x equals 5x minus 108. Minus 5x minus 5x. And we know these guys are gone. So now we have negative 9x is this. Divided by negative 9, divided by negative 9. And yes, these are going to cancel right here. Right there, they're gone. So what's left over is 12. P of t equals 100 times 0.8 to the t power. To do this one, find p of 1, put a 1 there. 0.8 to the 1 is 0.8 times that is 80. P of 3, put a 3 up here. That means 0.8, 0.8, 0.8. All this is 0.512. 5.512 times 100 is 51.2. D of h is this formula here, and then the question is, what is d of 1? So put a 1 there. 1 times that is this number, and second ln e to the power of this is this, times the 6 is this big number, but you would round it to this number, 5.32. D of 10, put a 10 there. 10 times that is this, and second ln give you the e to the power in the calculator. That times that is this number, rounded to 1.81. Find the domain ln of x plus 1. Well, domain of a log ln of ax plus b said ax plus b bigger than 0. So x plus 1 bigger than 0, minus 1, so x is bigger than negative 1. Or for negative 1, not including negative 1, this way. Or for negative 1 to infinity. Solve this. So we have 2 to the power of 5 is this wax on wax off. Remember that? This goes like a circle. So 2 to the power of 5 equals 4x plus 5. 2 is 32. 4x plus 5. and minus 5, so these are gone. So 27 is 4x divided by 27 by 4, 4x by 4. These are gone, so 27 over 4, that's the answer. Put it in there if you want to and check it, it works. This one, 5e to the 0.2x equals 14. So to solve this, divide by 5 and 5, this right here is 2.8. Take ln to the left side, ln to the right side. So this power right here is going to go to the front, right there. Okay, notice how it went right there. So now we have 0.2x ln of e and ln 2.8. This ln of e is always a what? A 1, the formula right there. 1 times that, same thing. Divide by 0.2, 0.2, both sides. So this is x equals this, or calculator, put it in the calculator, or round it to this number here. Solve. 3 equals 20 e to the negative 0.3h. Alright, so first thing I divide is by 20, 20 both sides. 0.15 equals this, ln of this, ln of that. So ln of 0.15 equals this, ln, this goes in front again. Let me show you that. That goes right there. And ln of e is 1, 1 times that, this is this number. Now we're going to divide 0.15 by negative 0.3, negative 0.3, these are gone, so you have ln of this, or this number in the calculator, or round it. Expand. We have log fraction, so you have the fraction, you're making subtraction. So the top minus the bottom. Now we have multiplication right here, make it into addition. Log of x plus log of x plus 4. Copy this one down. So log of x plus log of x plus 4. And then this power goes to the front. See right there? 3 goes where? Right there. So log of x plus log of x plus 4 minus 3 log of x plus 5. Goes right here. Right there. Okay.